Hello again. I've been reading a thriller, and this is the another one of my 99p Kindle deals. I love a thriller, and this one was, well, it was one of those books where do you ever get that thing where you're almost frightened to turn over the page? You know something's going to happen, but you don't want to turn over the page to find out what it is. Or in my case, as it's a Kindle book, flick on to the next shot. But this was such a good book. So I better tell you what it's called. It's called The Whisper Man by Alex North. And it's a story of Tom and his son Jake. They lost the mum the previous year, and Jake is 6 and Tom is struggling with fatherhood. He feels that he can't connect with his son. He adores him, but he feels that he's doing a bad job. And there's all the memories of the wife in the house. And so they move. They move to a place called Featherbank, which has a history because 20 years previous, little boys went missing. And the detective at the time, Pete Willis, he did catch the guy who did it. He did find the boys, all except one. One boy was never found. So this is the town that Tom and Jake go to live in. And it's, you just know when you pick up this book that Jake is going to be, something is going to happen to him. And 2 months before they've arrived, a little boy went missing. So you've got the disappearance of the child. You've got the feeling that you know something is going to happen to little Jake. You've got the policeman, Pete, who has never ever been able to let go of the case that he's dealt with 20 years ago. Even though he caught the guy, there was one boy still missing. And now it looks as though history is repeating itself. And it is such a page turner. It is so good. Jake is a really sensitive little soul. He's a bit of a loner. He suffers from nightmares because he was the one who found his mother's body. He came across her body, and so he's never been able to get that out of his mind, and it's a nightmare that he carries with him. He's got an imaginary friend that he talks to all the time, a little girl. And this is a reason why Tom doesn't understand his son. He can't understand Jake's need for an imaginary friend. It is so good. What other notes did I make here? Jake's imaginary friend. So you've got the building tension. You've got tension building throughout because you know something's going to happen. And the ending did surprise me. The ending, I was not expecting the ending to come as it did. If you're after a thriller, pick up The Whisper Man by Alex North. You might think that I'm sort of talking out of the top of my head and you might not find it good at all. But, whenever I do these book reviews, they're my opinions. Nobody else's, they're mine. And I love this one. And I'll be interested to pick up another one by Alex North now, because this is the first one of his I've read. And if it's anything like this one, well, it was such a good read and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I know I keep repeating myself, but it was such a good read. So, happy reading. I will catch you next time, and